It's not bad to be imperfect. I mean, there really is no such thing as being perfect. It's just if you don't grow and if you don't learn from your mistakes, that's where the problem is. What's up, y'all? This is kind of just a rough cut channel introduction that I felt like getting out there. My name is Imran, and obviously, nobody knows me. It's kind of my first official video here. And I think I kind of prefer it that way too. Just sort of something about starting from zero and working my way up feels really fulfilling and just seems like an interesting experience to have. So, a little bit about me. I'm currently a communications major in college on the media studies track with a minor in digital media. I'm also working 30 plus hours a week at a local gym while taking maximum credits currently in school. So, a lot of my time is taken up by sort of a lot of priorities, but starting a YouTube channel is something that I've sort of toyed around with the idea of for quite a while, and I've had a lot of people completely coincidentally tell me that they think it's something that I could be really good at. And even though I've always entertained the idea, I've always had this sort of imposter syndrome that prevented me from really getting started on it. And I think I just mainly want to use this channel as sort of like a progress marker for myself in a sense, and working over that imposter syndrome. I think something people don't really tell you is that college really does give you imposter syndrome. I've said that word 3 times in like 2 sentences. Never mind that. And like I said, this is a rough cut introduction, but it's one of those things where no matter how many skills you learn or how good you get at the skills you're being taught, there's always that little voice in your head that's telling you, why would someone pick me over literally anyone else? And I think that's sort of a thought that doesn't ever go away. But I figured now would be a better time than ever to just sort of jump on this ship of trying to create content and hopefully quiet that voice a little bit in my head. Like I said, it's an idea I've toyed with, something people have said I'm good at. I'm not really someone, I mean, I don't consider myself to have really an ego of sorts in this sense. I've done a lot of overthinking that's kept me from producing videos in the past because I'm always worried about what if they're not good enough and this and that, right? And it's like, what if they flop? But it's not bad to be imperfect. I mean, there really is no such thing as being perfect. It's just if you don't grow and if you don't learn from your mistakes, that's where the problem is. So you just kind of have to deal with being imperfect when you start off. Let yourself be trash. I think I need to let myself be trash. Maybe I'm not trash, who knows? But I just want to start sort of creating content, even if I'm not the greatest at it, and see where it goes from here, right? I'm interested to see where I'll be in a year from now, maybe 5 years from now. Maybe I've completely flopped and given up on this idea, or maybe I'm sitting with like a super big following, this and that. I think the goal at the end of the day is more so self satisfaction over anything else. And I don't know, maybe make a community of some sorts, you know? I want to make people happy, but at the end of the day, I want to work on my own craft and use this channel to get better, see my progress. And I'm making this video to hold myself accountable while also letting you guys know a little bit about me. So, holding myself accountable, wanting to see where I'm at however long from now. And yeah, I come from an esports background, mostly playing Super Smash Bros, just video games in general, and was ranked top 10 in the state of Minnesota for I believe 2 or 3 years in a row before kind of just completely going off the grid in 2024. And now I focus a lot more on sort of like, consuming anime and like TV content and whatever. And that's sort of where my school, my major in school ties into as well, media production and analyzing that sort of stuff. And I think that's sort of what I want to gear my channel towards. Who knows? Maybe things will end up differently a while from now. I might find my stride at some point, but I just really wanted to get something out there, because they always tell you, right? Just hit record. And this video is probably trash. I might look at it a year from now, maybe even like a month from now. In fact, hell, I could look at this video as soon as I hit the stop record button and be like, this dude is trash. But I mean, what are we here for if not to learn, right? So, just like I said multiple times before, want to really keep myself accountable. And we're starting from zero here. I think it'll be a really fun journey. And yeah, not too much else to say. I think that's sort of, I got really what I wanted off of my chest. But yeah, progress markers for myself. I just want to see where I'm at a year from now as soon as I release this, right? So if that intrigues you, if you're somebody who sees this video somehow through the algorithm or whatever, then hello. Hi, my name is Imran, and it's nice to meet you. But I don't have much else to say, so I'll just kind of try to do my own thing. And if you like what you see, you can like and subscribe. I'm not really expecting to gain much of an audience or anything from, especially from this video in general. I mean, this is literally a channel introduction. Who gives a crap about a channel introduction? I'm doing this more for myself than anybody else. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, want to get better at talking, want to get better at editing videos, this and that. I technically did have some reaction videos, anime reaction videos uploaded onto this channel that are currently all now unlisted but available in playlists. I sort of just decided that wasn't really something I wanted to do. I love watching anime and I love reacting to, I mean, my reactions are genuine, but I don't think I'm necessarily someone who has entertaining reactions, and the process of making those videos too was just really tedious and not something I particularly enjoyed. And then, I ended up going out of town for a couple of weeks, coming back and had even more work on that end to do, and realized something that I loved just sort of ended up turning into a really big chore. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this to myself. I never necessarily wanted to be a reaction content creator in the first place. It was just sort of what fell into my lap at the time because I wanted to start making videos in some sense, but I don't plan to go back to that. And I have all respect for reaction YouTubers. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy consuming reaction content myself. I just don't think it's for me personally. And that's where I'm standing. But I don't know. I have some ideas for content that I want to produce, and maybe it'll continue from here, or maybe it'll change. Who knows? Maybe one day down the line, if I randomly somehow have like a couple 100,000 subscribers, like just a really big following, then, and people really want to see me react to this or that for one reason or another, I don't know. I might make like a Patreon or something, but that's all the way in the future, right? Like I said, I'm just doing this more for me right now. So it's not a huge deal to me if I, you know, make it super big or whatever, but I want to primarily use this opportunity to just get better at what I like doing, right? And just use these skills to help me in the real world. But yeah, I've kind of rambled a lot. A lot. And y'all don't want to hear some random black dude on the internet just going off about his life story and goals with literally not even 10 subscribers. You're like, what the hell is this guy doing on this random YouTube channel? But yeah, hopefully if you stayed this long, I'm actually genuinely impressed. But I guess I would urge you to like and subscribe if you trust the process. I don't know. I mean, you do you, right? I don't have much to show for myself, so I can't exactly push anything right now. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna start yapping about random stuff. But I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Peace.